first guest today stars in a show based on his experience as a former Chippendales dancer. Do we have your attention now? In addition to starring in Amazon Prime's Long Shot Louie, he's also set to star as the lead in the upcoming Netflix series, The Fifth Borough. On a separate note, he worked part-time in the past as the former bodyguard to Kim Kardashian and Kanye West and experienced some first-hand drama with the two of them. Can you just imagine drama with Kim and Kanye? All right, well, we are curious, and hopefully you're curious now about this jack of all trades, so we welcome him now via Skype, actor Steve Stanulis. Steve, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
How are you guys doing? Good?
We're good. All right, so we got to get it out of the way first because I'm sure you get asked in every interview. You got fired. You were working as a bodyguard for Kanye West, and he said that you were flirting with Kim Kardashian, and he fired you, like on the spot, I believe. So, were you really flirting with Kim? What's the lowdown on what happened?
Again, that story went global last year. It was actually. As you know, the press blows everything out of proportion, but I just had to go upstairs basically to find out what was going on because some directions and some plans were changed, and it didn't matter who I went to speak to. She just happened to be at the door, and I was heading over there and to speak to her just to find out what's going on, and he happened to turn the corner. I said, "Hey, what's up, Mr. West?" And he walked right by me, slammed the door on me. Wow. I said, "Okay, no problem." I went downstairs, and then I was told I wouldn't be needed the next day. So was I fired? Was I let go? Who knows? That's a whole other story. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy experience. That thing was all over the world. I was getting interviews for that. That was something I wanted. I'm glad it went away. But I won't be going to the next Kanye West concert. Let's say that.
Is that what he asked you to call him, Mr. West, or was it Jesus? Because I just imagine him asking you to call him Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, he likes Jesus. He likes no. I try to keep things professional. We call him Mr. West, but yeah, I guess that didn't matter. I guess that didn't mean I couldn't get my door slammed in my face. So it was all good in the hood. And experience, I'm glad it's over, and I would never go back to. But yeah, definitely an experience.
Is there anything that you want to tell us? Any tea you want to spill about them?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Is there anything you want to tell us about those two? Any secrets you want to let us know about? Anything crazy happened?
I'm sorry, you're coming over broken up. I'm sorry.
Story of my life. So is there anything that you want to tell us about the two of them during your experience while you were working for them?
Oh, sure. No, I mean, listen, I'll tell the story that's was pretty much known. The first day I got to work with him, I had to take him to the music studio, and we went on the elevator, and he had his arms folded. They wanted me to press the button. But it was my first day, so I had no idea which floor he was going on. So he's like, "Well, aren't you going to press the button?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know where to go." So then he went to like this tirade that, he's a busy person, and how do I not call ahead? And I'm like, "Listen, bro, we can do this 3 ways. You can tell me what button to press, and I'll press it. Now I know where to go. 2, you can press the button, and now I know where to go. Or 3, we can sit here all day and find out and listen to how busy or valid your time is, and we won't get anywhere." So that was my first dealings, and they didn't get any better from there.
Yeah, they sounded like they were he just sounded like he was a barrel of laughs,
Lovely
Steve.
Man.
Yeah.
So how did you end up working for them, Steve? You were with the NYPD for a while, right? You were a New York Police Department officer, and then how did you end up actually working for Kanye?
Well, basically, I was a New York City police officer for about 7 years, and I got injured. A friend of mine knew the person who was running the security detail, and I still have my gun permit, and I still have which they were looking for retired cops, and I had about 2 weeks off. And it happened to fit in the 2 weeks I was off that he was in town. So I ended up taking a gig, and I was told you probably wouldn't last more than 2 weeks. So I was prepared going into it, but I actually lasted 2 weeks, and I got called back the second time for Fashion Week where everything happened, unfortunately. But yeah, they were just looking for cops to fill in temporary, retired cops.
So you have a role coming up in Long Shot Louie. I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, Long Shot Louie is based on my time as a Chippendale dancer. It's like Boogie Nights meets The Wrestler. It's about a guy gets caught in the world and basically had everything easy, but he spends all his money as quick as the money came, as quick as it went, and spent a lot on drugs. And then he gets kind of caught up, and he gets a little older, and now he's almost become a mockery. But he has nothing; he can't get out of the world. And it's funny because I pitched this a couple years ago, and everyone was like, "Why would we do a movie about male dancers?" And then obviously Channing Tatum comes out with Magic Mike, and then everybody's like, "Oh, what's the next movie for male reviews and stuff?" So I have to thank Channing for that one because it really helped me push this one.
Yeah, who said that? Why should we make a movie about male dancers? That person probably doesn't have a career now or something, because that was wrong.
I'm a big fan of Netflix. Tell us about your role in The Fifth Borough. When do you start on that?
Oh, man, Fifth Borough was awesome. Fifth Borough was basically, for everybody who's not familiar with Staten Island in New York City, they call Staten Island the Fifth Borough. And basically it's like The Sopranos on Staten Island. We have such an amazing cast. We have Vinny Pastore, who played Big Pussy on The Sopranos. We have Kathy Moriarty from Raging Bull, who's a legend. Richard Grieco from 21 Jump Street. Vincent Young, who was in Beverly Hills 90210. I mean, it's a real New York City cast. It's with Netflix now, and we're really excited about it.
So I'm glad you mentioned The Sopranos, because you were in The Sopranos, right? Like a little itty bitty part you had in that, and I consider that to be one of the greatest TV shows ever. So right. What was your little part you played in it? And I mean, what was that like, knowing that you were on that show?
Yeah, well, again, it's funny because when I first broke in, my acting coach was actually James Gandolfini's acting coach. So when I got there, I told them basically that Harold, who was our coach, sends his love. So he kind of embraced me, and he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet, Jim, and God rest his soul. But coincidentally, I played a police officer, and it's when AJ tried to kill Uncle Junior, and he got arrested, and Tony comes to try to bail AJ out. I give Tony a hard time. But again, it was cool. It was like one of my first major roles, and it's iconic. It's amazing. I still get residual checks on a regular basis from that episode. So that's pretty cool. But nice. Just to say you want a show like The Sopranos and have my first again, I want to say a major role, my first speaking role on a major show. That's one you want to be on.
That's way cool. So, from here, where do you go? Just work on the Fifth Borough or more Chippendales movies, or what?
I'm sorry, again, I didn't hear that question, I'm sorry?
No, we're just asking you, where do you go from here? You're going to work on the Fifth Borough, and after that, do we see you in more male dancer movies, or what? Maybe Magic Mike number 30?
You know what, the beard's getting a little gray, so we might have to dye. I'm noticing my beard's a little gray, so I don't know if I could pull that off anymore. But no, like I said, the Fifth Borough, we're really excited because it looks like we're going to get 13 episodes. It's the leading role, so it's pretty cool. And hey, if I have to get back in the gym and dye my beard a bit and do Long Shot Louie too, let's do it.
All right, sounds awesome, Steve. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the movie and the Netflix series and all kinds of good stuff.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right. All right, coming up next, get the popcorn ready, because we have a list of must-see summer movies, talking movies, and you're going to probably want to check them out. Joey's up next.
A growing number of